starts.
All right, folks, the Masters is going on right now. It's Masters Sunday, which I consider to be the second best sporting day / weekend of the year. The other one being, and this is a 1A and 1B, the divisional NFL playoffs and the NFC AFC Championship Sunday. Not the Super Bowl, all right? Not the Super Bowl. There's just too many other things going on. It becomes a little bit less about football during the Super Bowl for me. But nonetheless, here we are. It's Masters Sunday. I know you're checking this video out probably while you're watching the Masters, literally. But in case you're, I don't know, in the bathroom. Rory right now is shooting even for the day. He's minus 12 through 8. Bryson DeChambeau is 3 back. Scotty Scheffler is tied for 6th. And he is now 5 back of the leader. All right, so we're going to see how this turns out. But Caitlin Clark, of course, is there, and a lot is coming out about the Indiana Fever, the WNBA star, the biggest star in women's sports, in my opinion. And a lot's coming out surrounding Caitlin Clark. Number one, let's just start here. How about this photo right here? Noah Kahan, Jim Nance, the legendary Jim Nance, who, of course, is flawless calling the Masters. Caitlin Clark right here, and Peyton Manning. And yeah, guys, Peyton is that tall. I think Peyton is 6'4" or 6'5". Caitlin, of course, is 6 foot. Jim Nance is actually a little bit taller than Caitlin. He is not a short guy. But this photo emerged right here, and they were at an event. She attended the round 2 of the Masters. She played in 2 Pro-Ams this offseason. Yeah, she's going to do the Annika again, is my understanding. And this was a some kind of a promotion going on as part of NetJets. I'm not sure what NetJets is. Okay, so you'll have to forgive me if you know. Awesome. You can put it in the comments section for everybody else. She was also on a YouTube show on the Masters YouTube channel called Under the Umbrellas. And she talked about how invested all the fans are, all the celebrities, anybody that's there. They're very invested in talking about having no cell phones and how peaceful that is. I would love to go to this thing. I got to tell you right now. But how invested everybody is, how peaceful it is. And she also shouts out Josh Allen. Now, she's a Chiefs fan. So maybe somewhere Chiefs fans will get triggered. I'm a huge Josh Allen fan. He's one of my favorite NFL players. Let's take a listen.
I would probably put it number 1. And I think it's just so different than everything else. There's really just nothing like this. And I think, honestly, the aspect of, like, not having your phone is so unique. Like, you can tell everybody is so invested, and they're really just there to watch the greatness of the athletes. And even the golfers talking about it after their rounds, like, they feel a different level of engagement from the fans, too, and how invested they are. And you're really just living in the moment. And I think as a professional athlete, like, you can empathize with that. And I think that's really cool. And then, you know, I just feel like a normal fan getting to follow on the course. And even talking to, like, I saw Josh Allen and Luke Combs and a few others last night. Like, that's what we all love about it, is, like, you're just one of the normal fans walking around doing all the same exact stuff. And there's just, like, a peacefulness about it. So I would put that up there at probably number 1, because it's just so different. Like, there's really nothing like this. And maybe the weather we're getting spoiled with is making me a bit biased, but it's pretty incredible.
Yeah, and the Masters also attracts so much off of the golf course. You went to Noah Kahn last night.
Noah
I'm sure there were all
I'm a big
sorts
Noah Kahn fan, so yeah, you can't go wrong. There's a lot of concerts, a lot of different things.
Yeah, there's a lot going on at Augusta when the Masters is there, obviously. And the ratings, that'll far and away be the largest rating golf ratings of the year. And so it's an interesting watch. Everybody really pays attention to it. So she would go on and make some more comments about the Masters and what it means to her. And let's just listen in.
Understanding how much I enjoy it and how peaceful it is. It's like such a nice way to get away from basketball and what your reality is every single day. And just to do something where you can, like, calm your mind and be away from people and be outside. I think one of my favorite stories is when Steph Curry, I think it was the playoffs, and I think it was the finals, they had just lost, and he didn't play very well. And the next day they had off, and he didn't want to go to the gym. He wanted to go to the golf course and just hit balls. And then the next day he came out and had like 45 points and shot really well. And I think it just shows like how nice of a calming aspect it is for professional athletes, but also the competitive side of it. You understand like this is an escape for us too. Like it's that peaceful. And I know MJ is really competitive with it. The stories about MJ are crazy. Like he would go play 18 and then show up to the game and drop 35. I could never do that. Like that's a different breed, but yeah, you find a lot of hoopers also like basketball too. You know, it's just such a welcoming community, and it's really fun for me to be a part of and to bring more eyes to golf, and then in return, you know, hopefully a lot of golf fans start watching women's basketball too.
Okay. So, and that's funny because, you know, you're hearing her talk about Steph going and playing golf and then showing up and dropping 45. And that's weird because I always refer to her as the hybrid love child of Larry Bird and Steph Curry. That's just whose game Caitlin Clark's game reminds me of, right? Sort of the three-point shooting of both Larry and Steph, and, of course, the handles of Larry. Larry Bird was an unbelievable passer, and I saw some of that last year, saw some of that at Iowa too. Yeah, I mean, she recognizes it. The Masters great. The greatness there. Yes, I mean, Michael Jordan is notoriously famous for how cutthroat he was on the golf course and how competitive. And I think maybe him and Charles Barkley started feuding or got into it. I know they used to play golf a lot because of golf. I don't know. Chuck, I don't know if that swing's gotten any better, Chuck. I know he's a big golf fan and he loves to play golf, but that swing has been sort of, you know, something they could do lab reports over. I mean, just to be honest. But I think this is real cool. The way she showed up here, how much she cares about it, the fact that she names it the best sporting event and not some kind of women's basketball or something like that. Nothing to do with the Chiefs or the NFL. She says it's the Masters. I think that's pretty damn cool. That's pretty cool indeed. Tell me what you think. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.